fabled heat, where magic meets desire. Subscribe to ignite the fantasy.
The moon hung like a tarnished silver coin over Castle Vyrath, its light fracturing through the skeletal remains of the grand arches, pooling in dust motes at Prince Lysander's feet. 3 centuries hadn't dulled the way my breath hitched, the way my pulse stuttered to a near halt at the sight of him. Even now, even like this asterisk, his golden hair, once a beacon against the dark stone of the castle, was matted with the cold, clinging soil of the grave, and those cerulean eyes. They weren't the vibrant, storm-swept seas I remembered. They were clouded, milky with the stillness of death, yet still captivating. He lounged on the withered throne, the velvet cushions long since rotted away, leaving only the bare, decaying wood. His fingers, long and elegant even in repose, drummed a slow, corpse-like rhythm against the armrest, a rhythm that echoed the hollow ache in my own chest. "Urian," he rasped, the sound like autumn leaves dragged across unforgiving stone, a ghost of a voice, barely audible above the wind whistling through the broken windows. "You're staring again." My gauntlet creaked, the leather protesting the sudden clenching of my fist. A useless gesture, really, he always knew. Always, the oath mark beneath my breastplate pulsed, a familiar, unwelcome heat. That damned sigil, a brand seared onto my very soul, burned hotter with every syllable he uttered. A constant reminder of the bond, the duty, the everything. "Apologies, Your Grace," I managed, the words feeling brittle and inadequate. A formality, a pathetic attempt at maintaining some semblance of order in a world that had long since descended into chaos. His laugh sent a shiver crawling across my skin, a sensation that had nothing to do with the castle's chill. It wasn't a joyful sound, not anymore. It was brittle, edged with a darkness that mirrored the decay surrounding us. It sounded like spiders skittering across the floorboards, weaving a web of dread. Call me that again, and I'll peel that armor off with my teeth. The threat wasn't playful, it never was. Even in death, Lysander possessed a predatory grace, a dangerous allure that could unravel a man's sanity with a single glance. I swallowed, the movement tight in my throat. The air tasted of dust and regret. A crash echoed from the west wing, a jarring disruption to the oppressive silence. It sounded like stone giving way, like something heavy falling. Lysander's head snapped toward the sound, his movements impossibly swift for someone who should be still. A low growl, a vibration that resonated deep within my bones, rumbled from his chest. It wasn't the sound of a man, not anymore. It was something older, something wilder. I drew my sword, the polished steel singing a weary note as it left the scabbard. The weight of it felt familiar, comforting even, a tangible thing in a world of shadows and ghosts. "Stay behind me," I ordered, my voice rough, attempting to project an authority I didn't feel. He moved faster than shadows, a blur of gold and darkness. One moment I was standing, bracing for a fight, the next I was pinned against the damp, cold stone wall, the rough texture digging into my back. His strength was unnatural. It shouldn't be possible. He shouldn't be possible. Decayed lips, surprisingly cool against my ear, brushed my skin. The scent of grave earth and something else, something ancient and intoxicating, filled my nostrils. "Make me." The words were a challenge, a provocation, a test, and I knew with a sickening certainty that he wanted me to try. He needed me to try. The oath mark flared, a searing brand against my skin. It felt like my heart was trying to claw its way out of my chest. The invaders, a ragtag group of scavengers and desperate souls, never stood a chance. They'd heard rumors of treasure within Vyrath's walls, of forgotten artifacts and ancient power. They hadn't understood what kind of power they were facing. I cut through them like wheat before a scythe, my sword a whirlwind of steel and fury. Each strike was precise, efficient, born of centuries of training and a desperate need to protect him. But it was Lysander who took the last one. A woman, young and desperate, with a crudely fashioned dagger. He didn't kill her quickly. He toyed with her, letting her think she might strike his heart, letting her hope flicker for a fleeting moment before sinking his fangs into her throat. The sound was sickeningly wet. Blood dripped down his chin, staining his golden hair a gruesome crimson. He didn't even bother to wipe it away. He simply turned to me, his milky eyes fixed on mine. A cruel smile played on his lips. "Still think I need protecting, Knight?" The question was laced with mockery, with a dark amusement that sent a jolt of something akin to desire through my veins. A dangerous, forbidden desire. The oath mark blazed, a searing inferno against my breastplate. 300 years. 300 years of servitude, of duty, of suppressed longing, and the bastard still made my dead heart race. I wanted to deny it, to rage against it, but the truth was undeniable. I was bound to him body and soul, and even in death he held me captive. Never I breathed the word a surrender, a confession, and a promise, never your grace. The lie tasted like ash on my tongue, but he didn't seem to notice, or perhaps he simply didn't care. He had me exactly where he wanted me, and I, fool that I was, wouldn't have it any other way.